Hey Libra, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for October 3rd, 2023. This is for Libra, last shuffle for Libra. Let's see what's going on. Something flipped out and hit the ground. We have a consciousness of lack and ascendant masters. You may feel like you don't have enough experience to be able to say anything or make a decision. There's something about this. You may feel like this, like, look, I don't have any true beliefs except for doing what feels right to me. I mean, honestly, with the true love over everything, you may be approaching everyone saying, you got to do what's right for you. What I believe and what you believe could be two separate things, right? But as long as you are doing things in the spirit of loving oneself fully, seeing your true value, seeing others' true value, that's all that matters, right? That's all that would matter is something that they're saying here. Golly. All right, Eight of Swords over this with the true love. And that tells me that you may feel worried about, like, are you doing what's right for you? You may be questioning a lot of things about yourself. Maybe you feel insufficient. You're concerned about your self-esteem may be kind of low, like putting yourself last. A lot of this true love with Eight of Swords would be an energy of putting yourself last. Taking care of everything else and everyone else around you except for yourself. A lot of that comes into play, feeling inadequate, a consciousness of lack, Four of Pentacles, Judgment, Temperance, and Ace of Swords. You may feel like you lack clarity and that you hold on to things that you may feel mean are true. Like you may hold on to things that you feel are true, or hold on to peace, right? Because that's the only clarity you've got is that, for one, you just want peace. You want things to be balanced. That's it, right? And they always say that's a stereotype for Libra, but they're speaking of you holding on to what works. If it works, then you're sticking to it. That's all that is there. But you're very concerned and very worried. So when it seems like the lack is that you may feel like you lack the clarity enough to make a decision to just say, this is what I'm going to do. This is where I'm going to go. And that's just it. You may feel like you lack clarity. You don't have all the answers. You don't know what's going on. All you know is that you want things to be that balance out some kind of way. It's got to work out. It's got to be where this works and that works together in tandem. And if it doesn't, then I'm at a loss, right? And you may feel like if things are not balanced, it's all on you. It's your fault. Ascendant, and that's not true. That's not true. That's what Spirit wants you to know, that you're thinking too much in the negative. You're thinking about worst case scenario. Worst case scenario for you is that you're the imbalance. That's what this shows. You're the problem. You're not the problem. That's what this is showing, though. Ascendant Masters is Death and Tower. And so what you know is that things have to be torn down to be rebuilt. You understand that. That's a core belief of yours. That I'm ready. I will scrap this whole picture. You may imagine somebody creating a masterpiece, and then you have one splotch in the area. You know, you're like, that wasn't supposed to be there. But to the viewer's eyes, it's a beautiful masterpiece, but to the creator's eyes, that's not supposed to be there. Then you are in favor of scrapping the entire piece and redoing it. And so that's something that you're saying, I can do that. Like I could start over if I have to from scratch because it's just not balanced. When they're saying that there is nothing wrong with it and there's nothing wrong with you. So if you could see that analogy of what they're trying to say about it, is that other people wouldn't even notice, right? I've seen artists do this. They have a whole mess right here and they'll be like, well, I'll just make a tree out of it. And it turns out to be the best thing that ever happened. And they're telling you the same thing, that you got to stop looking at your deficits or at problems as problems and see the solution in it. Oh, this could work out. That could work out. No fears. Your fears are causing you to clam up and causing you to, not be able to make the transformation, right? Because that could be a beautiful transformation. Instead, you may be saying, I'll scrap the whole thing and throw it out and I'll start over. Family, friends, and guides is Five of Wands and the Hanged Man. And this tells me that your spirit team, this is your spirit team. These are your guardian angels. These are your passed on loved ones, your ancestors. They're telling you to see the conflicts differently. A conflict is not a conflict unless you want it to be, unless you think it is. They're asking you to, wow. They're asking you to see it differently, please. Look at it again, but this time turn it this way. Now it makes sense, right? It's like they're trying to show you. So you may feel a very strong impulse to turn, say this is a masterpiece. Say you have painted this canvas. You may have a strong urge to turn it to its side. You may have a strong urge to tilt it a certain way so that you can see it from a different angle or a vantage point. They're you may feel that, right? And you have new supportive connections with the Emperor and the Hermit. And this was some people that have done the inner work. These are people that have mastered their shadow energy, and they're trying to help you see that there's to see yourself for who you really are. That's what I'm seeing here. A consciousness of lack is definitely where they're saying here that you got to hold on to what you know is true, right? And you got to make a choice, right? The balance is in seeing things for what they really are. Just see yourself. See that we're perfectly imperfect, okay? Holding on to that. I hope that I'm making sense, but they're giving off a lot of energy of a person who has mastered and conquered that part of themselves. They're not in that place of Eight of Swords any longer. They're now in a place like Eight of Swords would be analysis paralysis. This is about looking at all the negative, right? And saying worst case scenario, my nose is huge. But best case scenario is that it's a heritage that you have gained from your ancestors, right? And it's a beautiful thing. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? Whereas you're looking at it as a deficit, someone else is going, "Oh my gosh, I can't take it. You're gorgeous." But your family, friends, and guides, these passed on loved ones, want you to see the situation or whatever it is about yourself or your situation differently. They want you to see that it was training. You were meant to learn from something. You're meant to build something, some sort of skill off of whatever this conflict is, and not to scrap it, right? But to transform it into something, a masterpiece. Okay, so you could be dealing with what is it? Scorpio, Aries, Pisces, Virgo. Scorpio is really strong in Sagittarius. So you could be a Libra, Scorpio cusp here, Virgo, Libra cusp. And if you're not dealing with those signs, of course, the signs could be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.